talking nonsense and go into the important stuff and introduce our players. It's so weird to see people starting with 6 workers, but here we go. So starting off in the upper right hand corner, we have our blue POX player from one step ahead, coming from Korea. It's Tiger. And down in the lower left hand corner of the map, we have our green POX player from ECVisualize. It's POX. PvP cross maps. Let's see what is going to happen here as we get started in this game. Is it live? Yes, since the 14 this series is completely live here today. Go 1SA says Saigoon in the chat. Go ECV says Prior B. What do you look so handsome today? Why thank you, Faz. I would say you look handsome as well, but I cannot see you. If 1SA wins the next 2 games, can they make it to the playoffs? That's actually an interesting question. Who do 1SA... Well, I mean, so you have to play against Invasion, Property, AT Gaming, ESC and ECVisualize. I mean, if 1SA beat ESC and ECV, which they can do, then they would have to beat Invasion, Property, and I think you'd have to win all the rest of the game. Well, you could probably lose one of the games, right? They could probably lose one of the games and get through. So they have to beat either Invasion or AT Gaming, I think, to get through, or Property. And they have to beat 2 of Property, Invasion, and AT Gaming, which I think is going to be hard. I guess they could get through on a 4. I guess they could get one on a 4-1-4-1-2. Yeah, they probably can't afford to lose more than one more match though, so it really is tough. So they really have to win here today, and then have really strong performances against some very strong teams in the rest of the league as well. So it's definitely not going to be easy. But hey guys, we finally got a game, so let's go talk about it. We did introduce our players, of course, already. I mean, the game's always been up on your screen here, but I was tabbed out there for a moment, just checking out the Wikipedia again, just having a quick peek to see possibilities and what could be going on. We do have a probe just scouting for both players right now. Came out a little bit sooner here for POX, and it's going to see his opponent is cross spawns a little bit earlier than this probe for Tiger, but that's not going to be making too much of a difference here, in all honesty, as you know, there's not really too much to see in the very early stages of the game, and this probe for Tiger probably still going to get across the map at such a time where he's going to be able to get into the base, see what's going on before any units are out of POX to be able to deny that. So that's what we're kind of just sitting around expecting right now. Mothership cores starting up for both players, and a Stalker for Tiger, and just Warpgate starting here a little bit sooner for POX, but skipping that Stalker for a little while longer, but nothing too major, as we'll probably see a Stalker coming out for POX in a few moments time as well, unless he wants to throw down a sentry and maybe go for some kind of early, what an early Twilight Council. Really early Twilight Council coming down over here, as we have a being dropped in the back of POX's base, and unfortunately for Tiger, he's not actually going to try and scout here. He drops his own Twilight Council, but again, he fucking fly, get away, don't fly into my face, that's so BM. So Tiger's his Twilight Council is going to come down slightly later. He has an earlier Stalker out, and we have a Nexus coming down super quickly for POX. So really looking as though this might just be a Dark Shrine being dropped, perhaps? Yeah, I think it will be. I don't think there's any reason to try and rush out Blink that quickly. And there's a Dark Shrine coming down here, and this could work out brilliantly if Tiger does not get detection. First Stalker on the way across the map though, and there is one about to be popping out here from POX to be able to deflect this, but it probably is going to be able to see this expansion, and that's exactly what he wants to see, and that's exactly what he moves forward to get the information about, as we have a probe in the top left corner of the map, looking, well, just waiting to be able to pop down a pylon, probably put it down here and warp in over here to be able to get in towards that main base of his opponent as soon as possible. No detection so far, but there's that rover facility coming down. Dark Shrine about halfway finished, so he's not gonna have an observer out immediately in time. It's going to work out very, very close. He needs to start dropping that pylon, POX does, to be able to get the DTs in time. And in fact, if he drops it here, I don't really like it. I don't think it's going to get the DTs into the base soon enough before a observer comes out. We have a pylon being dropped by Tiger as well, looking to get aggressive with his Blink play here, as he's adding on her 4th gateway now alongside this rubber facility, which is rallied cross map. And the probe is maybe going to get spotted by the Stalker. He does see it, so probe going to get taken down here. And again, how much are these DTs going to do? The Warpin should be coming in a few moments' time. No blink behind this. Didn't start that at all on that Twilight Council, and just a single DT to head in towards the main base. But that robot facility has finished, and I think that probe has maybe ticked Tiger off as to what might be going on here. And I think he might... Okay, he didn't really pay much attention there, so it doesn't look as though he realised the DT is coming, but that is indeed what is happening. At the same time, though, he's across the map and getting some damage done on his opponent's natural expansion. Phone overcharge could be dropped here, and I think it will be to buy him some time as this Dark Temple comes into the main base, but immediately Observer pops out. He has to turn away. He's going to actually just try and get in here and do a little bit more damage. Phone overcharge pops. 2 workers killed, okay, but not brilliant. And the second DT needs to turn around straight away because he's just going to walk into his death. Observer just, wow, he doesn't pick up anything with that, so a bit of a miss rally there by POX. Really didn't need to let that happen. And Tiger now, just look at the unit tab, 9 Stalkers to 1. Is there any way he can defend this? We've got a DT coming out, which is going to be able to maybe turn this around for a little bit or slow it down until an Observer gets across the map, or Tiger might just decide to keep on attacking anyways. He comes in, takes a few shots, and now will blink away. The first Observer is crossing the map, and I do believe we've got a second one. Yeah, just sat at home in that mineral line still to defend from further Dark Templars. And this DT here, not picking up any kills just yet, just damaging the shields of these Stalkers and pushing them backwards, waiting to just keeping them away for now. So DT's just going to back off, and these Stalkers are going to come forward once again. And I mean, there's one Immortal out, but is it really going to be enough here for POX? He's got a second Immortal on the way. Tiger is still being chased by this DT. Will now get picked off. Where's that Observer? Just coming in from the back. And I guess there's going to be a phone overcharge available. He'll pop it once again here. And this buys him a lot more time. Probably enough time to get a third Immortal out. As Zealot's been warped in here for Tiger, so still looking as though he wants to look to try and bust this. But the longer he waits, and I mean he's waited a long time already, the longer he waits, the more economy POX has, and the more he can warp in, the more he can build, making a lot of his own units as well. I mean, that third Immortal going to be crucial, and I guess these Stalkers at least, he needs to make sure to get some Zealots as well to help tank. Zealots are going to be really useful, because if he has Zealots in with the army, he's going to be able to make sure these Stalkers don't blink on top of the Immortals and pick them off for free. So that's something that's going to be really important. Adding a few extra Zealots in here, as the army supply is still 16 in favour of Tiger, and 7 worker advantage for POX is what makes the overall supplies a little bit closer. Coming out of the supply block right now, he's still building probes 2 at a time, but I think he needs to kind of realise he just needs to cut probes at this point as these units start to move forward. First force field comes down there from Tiger. Not the best though. He's going to want to use those to do exactly this. Cut off those Immortals from joining the fight, as now the Immortals actually wasting some shots on Zealots, and that's not how they want to be used right now, as they're still alive though, and the longer they last here, the better of a chance he has at holding this. And in fact, this isn't going well for Tiger at all. He's not able to break through this front line, and the force fields there are great. He separated 2 of the Immortals. Maybe he only wanted to separate 1, but he separated a couple, but it still wasn't enough. And right now, these Stalkers, they blink back. They're going to try and move forwards here once again, perhaps. A couple more Zealots, another Semi being warped in. I mean, Tiger's completely committed to this. He does not have an expansion. He's not getting one anytime soon. Mothership Core coming across the map, another Observer. This is where basically it is all or nothing right now for Tiger. He realizes he just has to do whatever he can. Zealots moving forwards here. Immortals need to try and target fire down those Stalkers. The last thing they want to do is be wasting their shots onto Zealots as they're trying to run away. A 4th Immortal coming in, and again, that is going to help out a lot here as the Zealots do get taken down, and now only the Stalkers remaining. And with that, there's still 3 Immortals up, and 3 Immortals are just going to tear through these. And Tiger kills a few probes in this attack, but it's just really not going to be enough. There's a time warp, a nice time warp at that, catches every single unit here and will stop the retreat. And is this what he needs? A second time warp coming in, but still, again, the Zealots go down, and there's just Stalkers against these Immortals, against a couple of Stalkers from POX, and POX is just running away. He's taking a lot of damage on this move command, but now he turns around, now he starts to fight with the Immortals. He loses another one of them though, and Tiger, is he really going to be able to start making this work? He's continuing to push forwards here, and POX, where has this all gone wrong? I think he was just move commanding away. I think he just needed to turn around and actually just try and fight for a little while. He needs to really target fire with this Immortal right now. He's picking off a Stalker here, Stalker there, another Immortal on the way, a couple more Zealots doing a little bit more damage. This Immortal's going to go down though, but there's another couple of Stalkers coming in here. 14 army supply to 20 in favour of Tiger. Warpin's coming in, another Sentry as well. He's going to have another Immortal out here in just a moment or two, but he might have to pull probes to buy himself a little bit of time. As Zealot comes forward here, the Zealot a little bit trapped for Tiger, as that will now go down, and And again, this Immortal out adds so much DPS into this fight, and it's DPS which these Stalkers really can't contend with. That Sentry going to go down as well, and that's another important loss as we actually have a Zealot moving into the mineral line from POX, and he gets a few worker kills here as well, 4 worker kills, which is quite significant now, 5, and he's going to look for a 6, and he's going to be able to get it, and that's a lot of workers going down here as he continues to make a hold back at home. POX, he's taken a supply lead overall now, he's got the worker advantage, he's got the army advantage, and I think he's finally going to be able to push this away. Tiger is going to force to type out the GG, and POX takes game number 1 in this best of 7 and ECVisualize go.